Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you. Another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, hey, folks, same kind of videos. Here's videos I do for the one. I'll go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff, and folks, I'm going to talk about stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff that, at the time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie. I just got through using this spoon for one thing, and now I'm going to use it for another. But we'll get to that. Yes, indeed, folks, super simple format. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to try food and or drink items. I'm going to talk about them. We'll let you know what's going on with them. And, how you take that is up to you. I don't know, folks. That's, I'd like to think that people enjoy my content. I get some nice comments, and folks, hi, nice commenting, folks. I love you all very much. And, you get some views and stuff. We're smaller channel, very small. Un poquito. But, little by little. Anyway, I'm inside the truck. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to try this stuff. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm wearing a super cool shirt. Folks, when I wear a super cool shirt, I like to highlight the super cool shirt. What super cool shirt am I wearing? Oh, folks, I'm wearing my Boom Best Hamster Ever, or Dad Ever shirt. I've introduced this shirt a bunch of times, and I still fuck it up sometimes. I love this shirt. As I mentioned, it was given to me by my friend Lauren. She knows how much I love hamsters. I have a number of hamsters. I also have a hedgehog and a cat, because I like animals. And the cat wasn't a thing that I went out and got. The cat was a thing where it was like, hey, would you like this cat? Because if you don't take it, then we're going to have to go over there and find it a different home. And I was like, all right, cat. But I love my cat. He's a good cat. He's like the best cat ever. He's a little butthole, but it's part of his charm. Anyway, what am I trying for y'all today? Why am I reusing a spoon? First of all, economic reasons, but I just got through reviewing some Boom Van Leeuwen sweet maple cornbread ice cream. Go watch that video if you're interested. I got that from Walmart. And after I got done with Walmart, I went out to a pet store to go get some pet supplies, hamsters and such. Next to the pet store, there's a Whole Foods. Pretty much the only time I go to Whole Foods. And well, I'm reviewing, boom, it's something from Whole Foods. Oh, God, it's, let's see. No. Sure, why not? It's soup from Whole Foods. It is specifically coconut curry chicken soup from Whole Foods. I occasionally get the soup from Whole Foods. Usually I just get like a little thing of sushi. Because it's not the best sushi you're ever going to get, but it's decent sushi. It's like definitely way better than like Walmart sushi or some shit, which I'll even eat that sometimes. I have never seen this particular soup available to them. I love soup with coconut as a base, despite the fact I don't actually like coconut all that much. Mentioned it before, there's a Thai soup called Tom Kha, which this kind of sounds familiar, or kind of sounds somewhat similar to. And that uses coconut milk as a base, so I'm hopeful that this will be delicious. All right. I really... Because, I got a little one, but, I made sure I got a lot in there. Okay. There's no way I can show you this, folks. But it's a nice, see? That's what it looks like. Ooh. It's got a carrot in it. It's pretty. Let's try some soup. Specifically drove home with it. Let it cool down. Ooh, I like that. Yeah, okay, I'm down with this. I am down with this. It genuinely reminds me of like a curry. Something like a tiki masala. It has a lot of flavor. And you can taste like the spices in it and stuff. All right. Okay. Big ass carrot. Let's do the big ass carrot because carrot. Okay. I am 100% down with this. Now, the only thing is, not a lot of chicken. I got a little right here, so we're going to try it with the chicken proper. Ooh. Yeah. It's unfortunate there isn't more chicken. Like, I went from the bottom to try to get the good stuff. I got a lot of carrots and shit. There wasn't a lot of chicken, which, I mean, okay, fair enough, but I feel like there could have been a little bit more chicken. Especially because the chicken is, like, the vegetables are actually nice, too. But the chicken definitely helps make it. Because, again, it reminds me of something like a chicken, like a tiki masala kind of thing. Mild, but with the chicken, because that's, you can get the tiki masala with, like, different proteins, but I usually get it with chicken. And it actually does, I doubt, I doubt it was, like, properly marinated chicken, the way that, like, they would do it with, like, actual, like, curry. But it does, the fact that it's sitting in the soup, it absorbs a lot of that flavor, so you still actually get a nice chicken flavor from it. But because it's absorbed some of the, a lot of vegetables. Because it's absorbed some of the actual soup itself into it, like I said, it becomes even more evocative of, like a curry. Yeah. I was expecting this to be, again, more like a Thai kind of soup, like a tom kha. But I wasn't expecting it to be as curry-ish as it is, which is a word I just invented. The only point of contention that I have with this soup is, again, I think they filled it out with too many vegetables. I'm not against vegetables, okay? I like the fact that there's vegetables. There's a lot of carrot. I think there's, like, some potato. That's what I'm guessing that is. That's potato. And they're nice. They do a good job, but there's just very, very little chicken. That's definitely the biggest hit I have to take with this. Because otherwise, it's super flavorful. It's really tasty. It's evocative of something that I really like, because I actually love Indian cuisine. I don't eat it nearly enough. It's a bit pricey. It's a bit... I'm interested, because, like, I know in England, like, Indian food is much more prevalent. It's very much, like, kind of part of the English, and kind of Londonish food landscape. Because obviously they've had a lot of relations with Britain over the, decades and what have you. Not always the nicest ones, if we're being entirely honest, with the colonialism and such. But, they did get some super duper good food out of it. And I'd be interested to see, like, how it kind of relates over there in terms of, like, the pricing and stuff. Because I would imagine the restaurants are way more common than they are. Because even living fairly close to Chicago as I do, there are some options, but not a lot. And because there's not a lot, the ones that are there are typically sort of higher end ones, which are great to go to once in a while, but I can't make them like a regular thing. It's just costs too much. But two of the questions have to be asked, folks. Would I get this soup again? Would I recommend it? Yes, and yes. I really like this soup a lot. Like, this is one of those things where, like, if Whole Foods or Panera or one of those, like, soup brands where it's like, it's like just already there and all you have to do is microwave it. If one of them could make that work with this, I would definitely add that to my pantry. Because this is actually super good. And, like, I've had some of their other soups and stuff. They're usually fine. This is the first one I've had where I really consider it like a standout. This is something where I would actually go back just to get this. And as for recommending it, if you enjoy curry, I think it works perfectly in that regard. Like I said, the only kind of downside to it might work to your favor, depending on your personal taste, is I just wish there was more protein in it. But even the vegetables and stuff are good. yeah, I mean, and there's there's a little heat to it, but it's pretty minimal, and it's delicious, really flavorful soup with some tasty ingredients. Just needs more chicken. But anyway, 5 things before I get out of here, folks. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of the week, monumental rest of the month, stupendous rest of your year, folks. You can go over there and have yourselves a truly curry-tastic rest of your life, because folks, curry is just fantastic. It's just wonderful. I remember my first encounter with curry as not even a physical thing, but becoming aware that it existed. Was in playing the PS1 game, The Misadventures of Tron Bonne. And if you've ever played that game, you already know what the fuck I'm talking about. There's a little mini mission where you go over there, you can upgrade your guys. You have to go over there, you have to take orders for them, like food orders. And they do it like rapid fire. And one of them is curry rice. And I was like, what the fuck is curry? I've never heard of that. And I asked my dad, and he told me. But anyway, final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity in the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But you can't do it all the time. I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Now, folks, that's not always the easiest thing to do in the world, even when we have, like, delicious soups that are just available. It baffles me that there's people who don't like soup. Like, it doesn't occur, I haven't run into it too much, and I'm not trying to hate or anything, but at least in one circumstance specifically, I ran into somebody who did not like soup, did not like the idea of, like, basically drinking their food kind of thing, and it was just... That was their thing. It was what it was. I wasn't going to criticize, but, like, I love soup, so. But anyway, take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, maybe you're going to go over there. Maybe you're going to try yourself out some whole food soup, as I have done here today. Be brave. Don't worry about those videos on the internet with, like, people going over there and ladling it into their mouths and shit. And I've seen people go over there and, like, make that argument, and it's like, well, this is why, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, you ever go to a restaurant? I don't know what to tell you, folks. Anytime you go over there and get your food prepared by somebody else, you're fucking rolling the dice. That's why I try to tip well. I mean, I try to be nice anyway. People deserve it. They're doing a good job. But I'd like to have people not go over there and spit in my food and stuff. But, I mean, hey, if you want to go over there and kill your own food and slaughter and do all the thing and live on a compound, you fucking have fun. It's not my jam, but you do you. Aside from living on a compound and stuff, I don't know where the fuck that one went. Maybe just go over there and get yourself some delicious curry if you can't get the soup. Bye!